everybody, I got a special episode for you today. We will not be going out to the farm because I'm on call, but instead we are going to make some strawberry jam. These are all homemade strawberries that we picked about a month ago. Our strawberries kind of produce on and off depending on the heat, so we process them and then we freeze them for a little bit, but we won't let them freeze for more than a month. Get that baby going on high. So we'll use this to can the strawberry jam, and then we will also use it to disinfect the jars themselves before we put the jam into them. We got the jars boiling in the water, and then we've got our big pot ready for our strawberries. So now we're going to start chopping up our strawberries here. Now, you don't have to do this step, but this is just how I was taught, so there's no right or wrong way. I get it to a nice paste like this, and then it goes into a bigger jar here where we'll boil it. You know, if you keep pulling this hard enough, it'll start. Oh yeah, she's going good, boys. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to get our big pot here. We're going to put it on a low heat, so probably about a 2. And then we're going to start putting the strawberry slurry into the big pan. Now, a good rule of thumb is you want, this holds about 2 cups. So you want about 2, that's about 2 cups. We try and go for every 1 cup of slurry, 1 cup of just plain old white sugar. So there's 2 cups. That's a little bit over. And there's 4 cups. So we'll get that going there in the pot. Here's a good rule of thumb. Before you start doing any of this, make sure you read the labels of the white powdery things stored in your cabinet. I had to send Chelsea to the store because the bags of what I thought was sugar turned out to be flour. So I had a lot of flour and no sugar, so yeah, check for sugar before you start. Now, the very important step that I left out was make sure you have a plate inside your freezer. This will come in handy at the very, very end. I'll show you. Now, for every 2 cups of strawberries, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. If you have freshly squeezed lemon, that works a lot better, but I didn't want to have Chelsea pick up lemons after I forgot sugar. So we will go with the lemon juice. And then you don't have to do this, but I always think this adds a little bit of an extra kick. This is honey from a hive locally grown here, and I always add just a little bit of this. It gives it that extra special flavor. It's very, very, very important that you do not let the strawberry jam sit on the bottom or let it burn on the bottom. If you do, it's not going to turn out very good at all. So now we're just stir and stir and stir. We'll probably have to stand here and stir for about a good 30 to 45 minutes. You're going to have to be careful when you're making this because it's going to build up a foam, and that foam will continue to rise and rise and rise, especially once it starts to boil. So the best thing to do is keep an eye on your heat and turn it down if it gets way too much of a foam head on there. Alright, we got her to a boil. It's starting to turn a darker red. So we just keep on stirring. So we'll get the lids in the hot water here. Get those sterilizing. Whew. Those warmed up to temperature. How's your arm?
It's tired already.
I know, mine's exhausted. Mine's sore already.
Oh, it's splattered up.
Alright, so we're gonna get the old plate out here that was in the freezer. Try the old frozen plate trick. So Chelsea's gonna put a little bit of the jam on the plate. Okay, good. We got a little bit of it on there. We're gonna let it sit for a second or two.
What are we making?
Strawberry jam.
Are we gonna eat it?
Well, yeah.
I wanna eat it.
Okay. Now we just take our finger. We go right through the center of it. Oh, that's good.
Can I try it?
And see how it runs down through there? It's not ready yet. Maybe about another 10 more minutes. Alright, plate test number 2. Here we go. No. It's still not ready. If we hold it up, it'll still run down. It's almost ready, but not quite. Right through there. And see, it's not really going down through that line. So that's how you know it's ready. Moving on to the next step. We're gonna start filling our jars here. So now the jars are warm. We're gonna start slowly scooping jam in there. Just like this.
Well, that jam looks different.
Oh yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Why is there salt in it? Are they-
Salt? There's no salt in here.
What are they bubble? Mama!
Next, we're gonna wipe off the rims. Make sure that we don't have any liquid on there. Get those good and dry. Now these will go into the boiling water. Just like that. You want to make sure they're covered up. And then we'll just let them sit in here for 10 minutes. And that will let the lid seal. So we're just finishing up. We got the last 6 in there, sealing. Just put them in, so they got about another 10 minutes. And then here's the finished product. All just laying out there. This year we finished with 30 jelly jars of strawberry jam. Last year we finished out with, oh, it just sealed. One of them just sealed. Did you hear that pop? Here, let's cheat a little bit. Sometimes you can touch the top of them and get them to seal. Oh, that one went. Oh, that one went. Oh, that one went. My Uncle Carl taught me that trick. Anyway, last year we finished with 18. So the wet spring really helped the production of the strawberries. So anyway, I'm going to clean the kitchen because Chelsea absolutely hates me for making a mess today. Anyway, till next time.